Oh.
Yo, welcome to another edition of Three Men and a Vape Show, where two geriatrics and a drunk look-alike of Johnny Vegas come together and talk about vaping. It is Three Men and a Vape Show. It is so nice to be here, people. We've also got the wonderful special guest, TVP. It's nice to have you here, brother.
Pleasure. Fuck faces.
He didn't realise that the football was on as well, so I did actually pull this one off to get him on. Not literally, obviously.
You owe me a point on
Expo, brother, Expo. I'm joined as usual by the wonderful co-host, the wonderful Salford Vapor, and Mr. Coyley himself. How you doing, Salford?
Not so bad, mate. Not so bad than you.
We're so lucky to have you. You've had loads of computer problems and stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, they nearly got through out the fucking window yesterday.
And Simon, how are you, brother?
Very well, thank you. Recovered from another journey over the Pennines, the wrong side of the Pennines again.
The right side at Pennines, you mean?
Pennines. Back in one piece, anyway.
Well, so let's do the buffet. We'll send it straight away over to the wonderful Salford Vapor. What are you vaping on, brother?
Not a lot, really, for me. On the gate, as normal, with my own tobacco in as normal, on the old Zealous. I've got the Hammer Prime with the Dead Goat on top and some of that King's Custard, the OG. Loving that, really am. And I've got the Brick, of course, as usual, with the FP on. And in that I've got some green slushy.
Fucking FP, have it.
I would do if you'd have sent it, man.
Well, yeah, you're a nobody then. Well,
I'm a nobody now. What the
you are now, but obviously you was more of a nobody back then.
See, Salford, you're getting it both ways tonight now.
Yeah, I know. I get it from everywhere. I had a lucky one.
That'd be fun
on
to
the
watch.
spiral, on the old drip box, little mouth longer 18 milli. Single coiler, quite nice.
The old Karanga drip box.
Yeah.
Fucking old school.
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. The Vindicator with the Kennedy 25.
I really want one of those. Really want them.
I've got some of that blueberry pancake in there. It's quite nice.
We say nothing about the waffle.
But let's waffle on. The Bonza kit, and I've got some Heisenberg in that.
I thought you said you didn't have fucking.
I was going to say that.
I haven't got many. I'm not on much tonight.
That's it. That's it.
8 setups, man.
That's not my normal, mate. That's not my normal.
Grief.
I'm going to take some half an hour.
And that's me done.
Well, we'll pass it over to the wonderful Mr. Coyley. What are you vaping on?
I am vaping on Geek Vape, the Aegis Legend with the Zeus X on top of that.
Yes.
And in there I have, again, Boorish Puff, Raspberry Custard. Really like that. I think this is a really strange thing, because every time I go over to Bury on a Monday, this works absolutely fine until I get into the office. As soon as I get into the office, I start getting fucking dry hits off it. As soon as I get out of the office again, coming back, it's absolutely fine. I don't know, it's bloody high pressure or something at Bury.
Just doesn't like Greater Manchester, that's all.
That is fucking weird.
Absolutely fine, all the way down the M62. Also on the SL class, the shit in hell
Profile you.
Tofo profile unity on top of that. I absolutely love that. I know everybody said it's a right faff about wicking it. Do you not like it?
I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I've never not had a problem with that at all. Not one. Absolutely love it to bits. Although I built it this one on Saturday. And the first build I put in it, in the middle of the mesh, there was like a little. It was tasting burnt every time I vaped it, and there's like a tiny little black spot right in the middle of the mesh.
Hot spot.
Yeah, and I had to take it out and do it again. Also on, of course, the FP on top of the G class, and oh, sorry, I didn't say in the Unity I've got the cherry bakewell by Unbacked. I got that Expo well, not that bottle, but I tried that Expo last year, and it is now my favourite juice. Inside the FP, I have got, and this is really nice as well. That's this Kooky. Is it Kooky? By Rochford Project.
Oh, I've got something like it's beautiful stuff.
Really nice. I've had that for it. It was a bit bland when I first got it, but it's been sat now for about 6 months, and it's even better now for being sat.
I don't know what that is.
And finally, I have got the Trinity Glass mech with the Kennedy 25 on top of it, and in that Inns Custard OG. And I nearly built, but I didn't get a chance because it just arrived today, so I didn't have a chance to get it built. So I got that today.
Oh, you bastard.
Which I'm looking forward to try.
You bastard.
I'll let you know. Everybody that's had it says it's really good, so I'm looking forward to getting that built.
Right, over to the wonderful TVP. What is your buffet?
Mine will be a bit quicker than these two foxes. So I'm on the Titan with the Titan combo. Beautiful little fucking setup. I thought I'd dig it out again. Got some Just Jam in there, raspberry. I've got the new Keen mech from Stan and Times Vape.
Oh yeah, I was on the show with him the other day, and it was absolutely corking.
Sorry, this is fucking beautiful, man.
It's really nice.
He wrote about the swirls as well on it, about how it fits in the hand.
It does fit in the hand, and the way he's done the design is if you're left-handed, it fits in your hand perfect, and if you're right-handed, it fits in your hand perfect. It's just like fucking pucker. I was having an issue with a hot button every now and again, which I've fixed now. I give the contacts a bit of a clear, and it's perfect now. So if anyone does buy a Keen, I suggest you just give the contact a bit of a wipe over or a bit of a quick buff over with some, because you might get hot button. And on there I've got the Aquitas, which I fucking still love. That's from Ambitions Vapor and Hell Vape. I think Hell Vape did that. And in there I've got some Rochford Project Raspberry Milk. Beautiful stuff. And finally, I'm on my Lustro Kadama with my Geek Vape Zeus X and a matching Half Moon Mods drip set, which just came in. Nice. Beautiful. And inside there, I have got some Rochford Project Slightly Twisted.
I like that as well.
Yeah.
My wife's on that at the minute.
Just like a Twister lolly, but fucking beautiful. Not harsh. I've had a few Twister flavours, and they've been quite harsh on the throat, but this is really, really smooth. And that's me. That's it.
That's how to do it, Salford.
So you do it.
The Keen as well, you can swap the buttons, can't you?
Yeah.
Right, interchangeable buttons. It looks right nice. You're obviously telling us how.
Yeah, and another really good feature what it's done is also the way the beauty ring works on top. So this is the 25mm beauty ring. What it does, it just unscrews, and you get 3 of them. So you get a 25, a 28, and a 30.
Yeah.
So the contact is still there, but the top cap is the top beauty ring is just threaded on. So I think that's a really fucking good design. So if you've got like a 30mm RDA or RTA, just put the 30mm ring on and it's flush. So yeah, super impressed.
Yeah, that's a corking idea, that, isn't it? Because obviously when they're built, you can only have what fits on top.
Yeah, well the thing is with a lot of beauty rings is, especially using a bottom airflow ATI, it cuts off the bottom airflow, so you can't use the fucking beauty ring. So I think what he's done there is it's simple as fuck, but it's ingenious.
Yeah. And the good thing as well about, obviously, with that and the Dreamer itself, they're all reasonably priced. They're all roughly around about 70 quid, aren't they? 60, 70 quid.
Yeah, I didn't like the Dreamer. Didn't like the Dreamer at all. Mine arced really fucking bad. Really bad. To the point where I just couldn't use it anymore.
So I had a copper Dreamer and I've never had an issue with it. It's been brilliant. Absolutely love it to bits.
Yeah, I've heard. So a lot of people who've owned a Dreamer, it's like fucking 50-50. Half the people say, yeah, mine arcs. To a certain extent. Some people say it arcs really bad, and 50% will say I never had an issue with it. So it's fucking. It seems hit and miss with that. But this is another level. This fucker, in my opinion.
I like the Dreamer so much. I bought the Banaspati and absolutely hated the Banaspati with a passion. Didn't like it at all. The button was horrible. It was one of these, what they call it, clutch
Yeah, the clutch like the broadside type.
Yeah, it was horrendous. You still had to, even though it was supposed to go, it was the worst button for getting it right in the middle.
Obviously, we all know I'm not really into Mimex, but I'll tell you one of the ones I did like were what we tested at that London Vape show, the slam piece.
Yeah, the one with the side firing. Yeah, that was
build they had in that didn't have whack.
Oh no, it was only a 0.2 build as well, wasn't it?
Like, everybody did same face every time. Whoa. Right, what am I on? I'm on the Vapemon. I forgot what it's called. It's the Vapemon anyway, with the gate on top. I really do like the look of this mod. It's really nice. On that, I'm using.
Show me that again, Aidan. That mod, it does look fucking nice.
I like it.
Who makes it?
Vapemon.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, I've done a couple of reviews for him.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks like it can fit a decent size Atty on as well.
Yeah. Really nice. And on top of that, I've got the gate, which I'm enjoying. In that, which the review's coming up straight away after the show, is the new Extinct range from Vape Dodo. And this is the Ritual. This is the black berries, apple and mint. Really, really nice. Then I've got the, nobody likes it, flashing lights and stuff. This is the Vaptio Super Cape.
I like that mod. I've got one here.
Have you? I actually quite like it. Have you done? I gave it to somebody over at Road at Working Men's Club, and he vapes, but he doesn't know what he's doing really. And he didn't press the button on the side. He pressed the release button for the battery. There's a little button at the side like that, and it just flops out like that, and it clicks back. And he pressed that to vape it, and it was funny as hell. Batches everywhere. And on this one, I've got Prophecy, which is a pear and brown sugar. It just tastes like a pear drop. Really, really nice. Then on top of that, I've got the Aladdin. And then I'm still using the Enovap. I love this, me. I know it doesn't look very nice, but I love it. I use it in all different ways. I use it mixing flavours and also moving me nicotine up and down.
It looks fucking ridiculous. Doesn't it?
It looks like if you're taking temperature. Yeah, exactly. Taking temperature. Yeah.
Yeah, like when the nurses put the fucking rubber plug on to whack in your ear.
Yeah, it does look like that. I totally agree, but I use it all the time. I really do like it. And the pods last for ages.
Aidan, how many mods has that you just gone through?
3.
Is that it?
3.
Is that only 3?
That's it, 3 and I'm done. 3 and I'm done.
That's no good.
Are you sure that was fucking 3?
It might be 4.
I thought there was more than 3 myself.
Yeah, I thought it was more than 3, Dave.
Me talking just probably makes it feel that it was longer, you know what I mean? Simon, are you going to do us the honours and put your glasses on and read the chat?
1 second. Here we go. I really don't want to do this.
Can we have the hat on as well?
Yeah, put the hat on while you're doing it.
Here we go again. Oculus Paris.
Oh, fuck me. 1-0 down.
1-0 down.
Oh, no, offside.
Look at that.
Where's Waldo?
Bastards. You really are.
In your best voice.
Right, no messing about tonight.
You forgot what you were doing then, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, where's Waldo's splash screen?
Right. This is news from the Northern Echo.
No, not the news. You shout outs.
Oh, shout outs. Sorry, I thought you wanted to do the news. Shout outs, right. Sorry.
And then we'll do the news.
There's loads. Vapor Bunny. Good evening. Orion's Brazes, Village Vapor, Biscuit Vapes, Vaping Scotsman, Mr. Bill Richards, good evening. Betty B.W., Noel Hersine, John Christian Lien, Biscuit Vapes. I've said Biscuit Vapes already. Vaping Pasty. I said Orion's Braces, didn't I? Again, I did it again. Orion's Braces. Robert Laws, Tolmac.
Gaily Bops, Big
Mr. Nature Vape Mark, good evening. Ashley Miller, Grease Easy, Chris Doyle, Coil Proby.
It's like my dad going through obituaries, this.
Oh, sorry. Jules Miller,
Knew him.
Come on, Aiden can take over. Tolemac. Flat cap vapor. Good grief. Vapor. Parks Loud, Gary F1872, Gaily Bops,
The Vaping
Sarah
Scotsman,
Collins,
Jules Mama
Aston
Vapes.
Vaping Scotsman,
Bobster.
Bubster.
Right, we're only on for an hour.
Oh fuck me! They give that goal offside and VAR have just allowed it.
You're joking.
Who have I missed out?
So you have got a little bit of news. It's lovely to see everybody in chat. The news. Mr.
Do you want
Coy-
me to do the news now?
I want you to do the news now because if
sure?
we carry on reading everything, we'll be.
Can I go on then?
Yeah, you can go on now. Mate. You're fine.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll put the.
That's that in your-
I'll put the
Simon,
flash screen up
Simon,
for the news.
Don't let Adam rush you, Simon. In your own
He does.
time, if you want to take a breath, you take a breath, my friend. For God's sake. Great.
This is every week. That's scary, Salford.
You're supposed to be reading the news.
Just fucking
right.
eat him.
Story from the Northern Echo, a good northern newspaper.
Fucking reading. Black Cat Vapor. Jules Mama.
Right, are we ready now?
That again.
A news story from the Northern Echo. Vaping at the wheel could be punished with a fine and a driving ban, police warn. Drivers could face major fines and losing their licence if they are caught using e-cigarettes in certain circumstances behind the wheel. Police have issued a warning that motorists who are distracted by the smoke from e-cigarettes may be prosecuted for driving without due care and attention. According to the RAC, who provide roadside assistance and breakdown cover, vaping while driving could result in the same penalty as if they were caught using a mobile phone while driving. Sergeant Carl Knapp of the Surrey and Sussex Roads Policing Unit said the smoke caused by vapes is a distraction and the consequences can be dire. While vaping behind the wheel itself is not illegal, police say that an e-cigarette will be treated the same as any handheld electronic device. In the most severe cases, motorists could receive 9 penalty points, a driving ban, and a fine of up to £2,500. I mean, obviously, it goes on and on and on about all the sort of various different bits and pieces around the thing. There was another article actually on one of the big. Oh God. It's all going to pieces now.
You're getting
Totally
a bit of a
wicked.
fluster, son.
Eh?
Getting a bit of
Totally
a fluster.
wicked. Yeah. Where they were saying, are you allowed to vape while driving? And again, they say vaping and driving is not illegal. This topic previously hit the headlines in February 2018. The story was covered by Vapes at the time, as we explained that vaping behind the wheel is not illegal. The situation still remains the same. The offence refers to being distracted from driving, whether this is due to vaping or any other activity, Sergeant John Davis said. So this whole thing, because it was around the smoking thing, we talked about smoking in cars. It was going to be illegal to smoke a cigarette at one point, wasn't it?
Scare
said,
tactics.
yeah.
All it is. Scare tactics. Listen, so here's what I've got from this. The police want vaping banned in cars. That's what they want. You just said the vaping it's not illegal, and you can vape in your car. Just don't be a twat. I think what they're saying is, when you're vaping in the car, and I said this to you boys before we come on, you got to be blowing that shit out your window. You can't be a fucking mong and like have your windows up and start blowing clouds in your car, because obviously that's a massive fucking distraction, isn't it? That is a massive distraction. So long as you vape safe in your car, like smoking's not illegal in your car. You can still smoke in your car. Surely that's a fucking distraction. Radios, they still make cars with radios in. Is that not a distraction? They make new cars with these big fucking touchscreens in. Is that not a distraction when you're in the car?
Probably even
So
more than
if I'm
that.
driving down the road at fucking 30 mile an hour in a 30 mile an hour zone, and I press my screen to change the radio station over, could I get fucking fined and points for that? It just makes no sense.
What about this? So, you know,
Yeah.
like obviously you drive around with your works van. So are you allowed to vape in your works van, or are you allowed to smoke?
No. We've never been allowed to smoke in the work van, so obviously, you can't vape where you can't smoke. So no vaping or smoking.
See,
And that's purely because the reason they brought that in is because a lot of the vans get shared around. So someone who don't smoke don't want to be getting in a van that stinks of fucking smoke. So it was more of a courtesy thing when Royal Mail brought it in.
As well as I'd imagine it, you know, like, I don't know if you've ever done it before, you know, when you used to smoke, you used to throw a fag out and you used to come back in.
Oh, dude, the amount of times I've done that on fucking M62.
Can you imagine doing that in a Royal Post Office van with all fucking letters
Bombing
in
down
back?
motorway at 70 mile an hour with a fucking ciggy burning your ball back.
You can imagine it, post office van at back with all fucking letters and parcels going, oh man, that'd be a proper fire, that.
Yeah, what happened here, Mr. Roberts? Well, sit down, this is going to be a long one.
Yeah.
A lot of years ago, I worked for a mobile phone company fitting mobile phones, and I went to pick up a brand new. I think it was only a Vauxhall course, but it was brand spanking new to fit somebody's phone into. Taking it down the road, and that was when the days in smoking. It wasn't that bad. Chucked the fag out of the car, came straight back in, straight down behind my back, just burnt hole in the seat of a brand new Vauxhall course. Absolutely.
That's why loads of people had them little bobbled things that they used to hang over the seats, wasn't it? Because there were loads of like hot rock burns and stuff all around.
Yeah, do you know what used to annoy me as well? Like, my nan used to do this. So, people who fucking put the fags out in the car ashtray, like, you've got two big ass fucking windows there. Just flick that shit. But no, let's have an ashtray cram with fucking dog heads in your car. Like, come on.
When my dad smoked, it was even worse because next to it, my mum used to keep these little the mints, you know, the round mints you get.
Yeah.
You just put them in there, so where all ash would be slow. It's all right, just blow it. You're fine. Just blow it. It's something that when we all get older, we're all going to have to do, because it was like my grandma when you used to go round for something to eat. You'd ask for a yoghurt. You'd have to shave it before you could actually eat it.
Yeah.
It's all right. It'd be fine. Just cut it off.
Yeah, I'll get. Then when you used to get the milk and like you get that fucking cream on top, and it was like that thick, like trying to pour it out. She goes, "It'd be right. Get a knife and she's eating it like."
Oh, I used to love that cream. We used to fight for that.
Oh no, I can't do stuff like that.
Cream top of milk. It was like at Christmas dinner. You used to have like your Christmas pudding and stuff. I don't like currants, so I never used to have that. I used to just have a bowl of cream.
You cannot not eat Christmas pudding. Christmas pudding is the best.
I don't like currants.
Look at him. He looks like a bowl of cream kind of guy, doesn't he?
I'm a thin and fat person bursting to get out.
No, but this whole vaping in cars, to me, it's just scare tactics. They're just trying to scare us more negativity on vaping, whereas in reality, there's so many fucking distractions. Listen, you got one of your sperms in the car. That's the most distracting thing you can ever drive with.
Yeah.
A fucking 2-year-old in the back seat.
Yeah.
So it's just ridiculous. They're not going to fine you. They're not going to fucking ban you. They're not going to give you any points for it, so long as you just vape like you smoke, really. Wind it down. Don't be a dick.
Another one to do as well, obviously we were talking about before the show, if you are dripping, get one of those where you stick them on the window. My brother's got one of them. It's a Garfield.
Oh, that's a sort. I don't think anyone should drip and drive, even with them. I really fucking don't. That's something I really disagree with. Even with, one of them things like you say, them. What are they called?
I've just got visions because when you go up there,
one of them.
Arsenal fans.
Because let's say a scenario. So you go to Squonk and it falls off, and then you're fucking all over the place. Like
I was just about to tell you that.
It's an easy drip. That's what it's called. I don't think you should drip. I think if you're driving, especially if you're going on, if you're driving for more than half hour, an hour or so, just take a tank, mate.
Mark, that did happen to Mark. We were on his actual way down to Vape Jam last year, and he's obviously got it up there, and he's done that, and then he's got it up there. His brotherly love. So he's doing that what you do, dripping, and it's fell off, and it's gone actually underneath the pedals.
Oh, fuck. See?
Yeah, I was going to say it to you. He did find it eventually, with loads of bits all over it, and then he licked it and stuck it back on the window. For the next 10 miles, he's going...
Yeah, I just think, just common sense to me says, just for that hour or 2 hours, just take a tank with you.
Yeah.
Is it gonna kill you to use a tank while you're driving for that short amount of time? I don't think so.
No. And obviously, if you've got somebody else next to you, you can always fill your tank up as well, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We have one of these, the local, I don't know if you have them around there. We have a local moan Facebook group. Everybody goes on the group and moans about everything from dog shitting all over the place and stuff like that. But there was a girl one day, she'd moaned about a vapor being sat in the traffic in front of her, blowing his smoke out of his window. It was distracting her. She couldn't see where she was going because she was blowing that much vape out the window. So...
Yeah, but were they stationary?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is she distracted from if she's not
Exactly.
actually moving?
Yeah.
He must have a hell of a good build in that mod.
Well, because she not see the mirror while she trying to put lip in it. Like, I don't understand. You're not moving, sweetheart. What are you distracted from?
I've seen people reading books.
Oh, dude, I've seen it all.
Reading
The amount of times I've done that fucking London to Rochdale trip, I've seen stuff, mate. A lot of fucking stuff. People driving with their feet, like ridiculous things.
I saw a young lad on a scooter going down the A64, which is like dual carriageway from York to Scarborough, starting his scooter in text in one hand as he was riding along with the other one.
Well, the thing is, natural selection will pick them off soon enough, won't it?
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. That geezer's not going to live to be an old man, is he?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I know it's a good... On Facebook, you see some right things, like in India and things like that. People
they don't give a fuck over there, man. They stick goats on the back of the scooter, don't they?
Yeah, all sorts. They've tied the goats with tie wraps, they've tied it round his neck, and he's carrying it along with him. The goat's just looking around and know what's happening.
It's the ones who are on like a 25cc scooter. They've got fucking all the pinions fucking back, and then they're fucking all this shit on the head, trying to drive and balance the shit on their head. Like, that's a fucking art, that, isn't it? That's a skill.
It is. Some of them people who go round in balls, where they don't hit each other. You want to watch an Indian carry his family, a 45 on a 50cc scooter. And I tell you what, a lot of them have got some balls as well. Have you seen them on trains? They don't pay for a ticket; they sit on top.
Yeah, they just sit on top and duck when a fucking bridge comes. Like.
There was a video of an Indian guy stood up and he actually got caught by the electric thing, didn't he?
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, he fucking soon went down, didn't he?
Yeah. Jesus.
Don't say that, Aidan. It's amazing. Half of them hanging on to lorries at the back. Absolutely amazing what some people do, and they're worrying about vaping. Can they actually vape in India?
Well, another thing that I saw this week, which is not vape related, but motorist related, which really pissed me off, is they're going to fucking limit our cars now to 70 miles an hour. What the? You can't fucking do that. You cannot fucking do that. I'm sorry. Like, what if we? So let's say someone buys a car over here and they go to Germany once a month. You know what I mean? They commute to Germany and they go on the autobahn. They're going to be limited to 70 miles an hour in their own car.
No, it's all over the EU. It's not just in the UK. It's anywhere in the EU.
Dude, they've no chance. Absolutely no chance.
What if you got the situation like I had the other day, where if you're overtaking somebody and the twat puts his foot down as you're overtaking just to be an arse, and you're trying to get in front of him before something else is coming towards you?
Yeah.
You've got to have that amount of sort of availability, haven't you? To
see, I'm a bit of a twat, mate.
It was you, was it?
No, when I'm on the motorway and let's say I'll be in the middle lane, I'm in the middle, I'm doing fucking 80, just cruising along. I know a lot of people don't like middle lane hoggers, but if it's quiet, just cruising, and then you get some twat in a BMW or a fucking Audi trying to overtake you. But as soon as they get outside of me, foot goes down. Come on. You're not going past your twat.
You're not getting past it at all. Yeah. I don't know if you've noticed, I know again completely going off the subject here, but they've also put through on the EU about us changing us clocks backwards and forwards. We've got to make us mind up whether it's going to be summertime or the evening,
Well, they want to scrap that altogether, don't they? They want to scrap fucking not GMT, what's it called?
British summertime.
British summertime,
yeah, they want to scrap that altogether.
I thought they said even if we left the EU, even if we stayed in the EU, it wouldn't affect the UK. They weren't going to enforce it in the UK.
No, but I think the Conservative government they've wanted rid of BST for quite some time. What does it do?
Well, it's good for the kids in the morning, obviously, so they're not going to school in the dark.
Pussies, fucking pussies, mate. Huh? Did we complain when we were kids? Well, I used to fucking trudge to school, me at 10-year-old in the dark, the fucking snow, the pissing down rain. We didn't moan about it.
Sundays.
We just got to school and drank our milk and got on with it.
Milk. They got rid of that. No, you have to pay for that now. No free milk.
Yeah, but it was warm though. The warm milk at school out of the little bottles.
Yeah.
Stick the straw through the
blue straw.
Top. Oh.
Blue straw, blue top milk, get
You
down.
got a straw? We didn't even get a fucking straw when I went to school.
Oh, we got a straw.
He got it straight from the teat.
Fucking 60-year-old teacher like that. Who's next? Come on.
It's your turn. Bitty.
Come on, David. Your turn.
Best thing I've ever tried.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I always got the dregs.
Ooh.
Oh. Mrs. Potherswaite. That's exactly what you need in your life, isn't it? So, obviously, we've got a special guest on, TVP. It's so nice that you're on, brother. Life after the FP. What have you learnt about designing your own tank? What have you learnt?
The one thing I learned, and the one thing to come out of that was choose who you work with very, very wisely. Very fucking wisely. Going with Blitz in hindsight was a massive mistake. But I'm still proud of what's me and Blitz put out. I'm still proud of my fucking tank. I'm really proud of how it was, how it came across to vapors and people. And yeah, I've learned a lot from it. And it's, if I ever did something like that again, I would take a lot from this experience.
Would you do it again? Because you said a few times.
I think I would. I know I said now things have settled down, and you know the FP's like it's a memory now. And I know people still use it, but vaping moves on so fucking fast. Now shit's calmed down, and that I probably would do it again. Yeah, because like I say, I could take a lot of mistakes I made this time and rectify them next time.
To be honest, it was it was like the first UK reviewers tank, or was the one?
It weren't. Vaping Vix was first. The
Saver.
The Saver, yeah. He's come out, I think, 2-3 weeks before mine.
I think yours is probably one of the most anticipated tanks to come out in 2018 once everybody was talking about it.
Yeah, because it seemed to drag on forever. Like it was, you know, from designing it to the finished product was like 8-9 months. So it dragged on forever, and you know, you're talking about it all that time, still trying to keep people hyped about it. So yeah.
And I think when you looked at it, for me, it was a really. I know there's a few people just ballsed up the builds, but it was probably one of the easiest RTAs I've had to build and work.
Yeah, that was one of my main things with designing it. I wanted it to be fucking. I wanted it so a retarded chimpanzee could coil it and wick it. You know what I mean? I wanted it to be really fucking simple to coil and wick, and I think I achieved that. I know. You know, a handful of people said it was quite difficult, but
one of them had a blindfold on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, blindfold on. That's it. But no, I think it was really fucking simple to coil and wick, and that's what I wanted from the start.
So, what would you do differently if you did another one? What would you do apart from choosing a different?
Well, definitely, yeah. I'd definitely get to know and speak to the company a lot more and stuff like that, and make sure I got what I wanted before the retail version came out. You know, I trusted Blitz, especially with the screws. I trusted them, and they let me down twice. So there's a few little things like just make sure you get what you ask for, make sure you get what you want, make sure you get a trustworthy company, make some fucking money on the next one. That's a given.
And who would you like to work with?
There's a couple I'd love to work with, like Watofo. Would be preferable.
That shitty tooling with it.
Oh no. No, well that's hell vaping it. They're fuckers for putting that thing in.
I'll give Mike Vapes his due. He did come and ask me before he released the was it the Rebirth? I think he came and he said, "Is it all right? Do you mind?" No, not a problem.
The thing is, I've said, why don't these companies approach you to make like a mini fucking coiler to put in these boxes? Like, well, it just makes sense, doesn't it? It's you know, it'd make them come across in a really fucking positive, good light, you know, for supporting, you know, a UK company, and it'd do you the fucking power of good as well.
I don't think it's not even just a UK company. I think it's just like a person who's come up with a great, and I can never say this word, an innovative idea.
They wouldn't, and the thing is, they wouldn't even have to come to you for manufacturing. They could have said, "Look, we're going to stick this in. We want to put the Kylie fucking name on it. We'll give you X amount of money." Is that cool? And we'll stick your fucking logo on the box. How's that? Is that cool? Yeah, sweet.
I've always said if Vandy Vape and Watofa just have the decency to come to me and say, do you mind if we use your design? We'll put your logo on the box, we'll put the website on the box, that's all we want. That would have been enough for me. I wouldn't have even wanted any money for it.
And it costs them no extra money to do it?
No.
Well, listen, right, I'm going to use an example, right? Hell Vape, so the Rebirth RDA, what Mike Vapes did a few months back. That was a popular fucking RDA. So let's say they sold 500,000 of them, right? 500,000 RDAs. If they put one of Simon's mini coilers in every fucking one, put his website on, and that's 500,000 eyeballs on Simon's products. Then let's say they paid Simon, I don't know, 10 cents per RDA sold. Which doesn't sound a lot, but when you're selling 500,000 of them, everyone wins. Everyone wins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just don't agree with this fucking bullshit. Let's just do it anyway. Stick it in the box.
Yeah.
They haven't really got a conscience over there, have they?
Nah, they fuck.
It's all about money in the product.
Why didn't you patent it? You should have put a patent on it. Yeah, that's fine. 15k to put a patent on, 30k to fight it if somebody copies it. Pay the cost if you lose the case. It's a waste of time.
It's not worth it, is it? I mean, I know I'm talking about, asking China for fucking morals, which, no, they're never going to fucking have any. They're never going to do stuff like that. But I'm saying it would have been the right thing to do.
Yeah. But then I'll give Coilmaster the due. They were very good. They were superb.
They seem to have calmed down a little bit, Coilmaster. It doesn't seem to be that much coming from them.
No, apparently there's some rumours going around they're fucking almost finished.
You wouldn't believe that a number of years ago, would you?
Well, you wouldn't, but there's only so far you can take building tools, isn't there? There's only so many times vapors are going to buy building tools. Let's face it.
You see, you've got Watofa brought out their own toolkit now.
Once you've bought a Coilmaster build set, when's the next time you're going to buy another? 2, 3, 4 years?
Well, exactly.
And if you are, you're going to be replacing the bits that have either broke or worn out, aren't you?
Yeah, and look how many they used to give away. They used to give away thousands of them, like just ridiculous amounts. So all them thousands they gave away, that's people not buying your fucking products, which again is not very smart business, is it?
They did start going into mods and stuff, didn't they?
They went into tanks, didn't they? I think at the back end of 2017, they produced like 3 tanks in the space of fucking 3 months, and then that was it. Never heard a beam from them again, and they were really fucking good tanks as well. The Elfie was one of them, the Marvin, and another one, and they were all solid fucking tanks. Yeah,
I must admit, the stuff that they produced, I really liked. The quality. I mean, I know a lot of people complained about the cutters snapping off, and there was somebody on Facebook, I think, today said they'd snapped their screwdriver off. Just got the screwdriver off at the end of it.
Kaylee Bob says Coilmaster were ruined by Fats Vape sponsorship.
They're not built to last forever, are they? I mean, I've got some. What are these fucking cutters here? These are demon killers. I've had these about 12 months now, and they're still sharp as fuck. So, spend a £5 and buy yourself a decent set of cutters to put in your Coilmaster kit.
Yeah.
That's what I say. But, yeah, I mean, I still use Coilmaster stuff. I still use the build tab, which is fucking awesome. I love it.
Yeah, I still got mine. Except on mine. Oh, for fuck's sake. Walford Vapor.
So for that to nip out, so you've got me, Mr. Big Boy.
He's got the t-shirt
the Walford
set up
Vapor.
Oh, hell. I didn't see that.
Yes, you got the Walford Vapor now.
I'm not saying I would, though. I would.
We know. Everybody, well, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't get time to do my hair today.
That t-shirt looks ace.
That's brilliant, Salford.
We didn't know you were dressed up. I'd put our lasses.
You make like a really ugly fucking woman.
I make one ugly fucking man as well, but...
No, when some geezers dress up and you think, fucking hell, yeah, he looks tidy, but you look disgraceful as a woman. Like...
I remember somebody in the kitchen bending over in them thongs. He didn't look bad, did he?
TVP, do not be picking on me. I haven't put my makeup on.
I'll let you off.
I was appearing today.
I'll let you off.
Thank you.
Okay, now I don't know whether to rent him out or blur him out.
I'm fucking blurred on my screen, so it's fine.
Flat Cat Vapor said marry him.
Yeah. Oh.
I was going to come round to your house, Salford, next week. I'm not going to bother now.
I wouldn't
Can you
either.
imagine opening the door like that?
You'll be down there like a flash.
Come out of his house like you've just fucking got off an horse.
You need some flash afterwards. Oh, sorry, that's Sif in it.
Have we got any more news, or was that it?
I don't know if I'm talking serious. Just going back onto the FP. Obviously, there was at the time when it first come out as well. You'd got a little bit of crap in America, like with JAs and stuff like that. Do you think that helped, or do you think that hindered?
Oh, it definitely hindered. Definitely hindered because, you know, like it or not, JAs is quite respected. You know, by subscribers and stuff like that. So it definitely fucking hindered, and also the name hindered. A lot of big American reviewers turning it down for review. They didn't want to review it purely because of the name, which, you know, that's personal preference, isn't it? That's down to them. But it's slightly disappointing because it never said fuck pig anywhere. It was called the FP.
Yeah.
That's all they had to say. But it is what it is. You know, and a lot of people said I was immature for picking that name, but that's me. Everything about that tank from top to bottom was TVP. It was me in a tank, so I don't regret it.
How did it sell outside the UK?
Do you know? I have no idea. I've not spoken to Blitz for 5-6 months. I never even got a V2, me.
Yeah, you didn't get the bubble glass, did you? Originally?
I never got a V2 tank at all.
That's a bit strange, though, that, isn't it? Not sending even out your own tank.
No.
With your name written on it.
Exactly.
So one of the things that got to me when I was watching all the reviews, and those that were slating it saying, "Oh, this, you know, the crisscross thing down the tank is supposed to help it," but I don't believe that's the case. Well, I can actually see why it would help it, because you're getting sort of more air through the.
You know, there's no fucking getting around it. Now, I didn't want to go down the road Blitz went down by advertising it as that, and the way they fucking worded it and stuff like that was ridiculous, and it was quite embarrassing. I had no fucking saying that whatsoever. But we had a straight chimney and we had a knurl chimney, and it definitely whipped better. It definitely whipped better with the knurl chimney, and I love the look of the knurl chimney. So that's the two reasons we fucking went with it. You know, if people don't want to believe that, then don't believe it. But I'm telling you, I'm telling these people, that's a fact.
But they seem to go off on a big thing about it, and it made no sense to me why they were just making such a big issue. And it's like I said, it's like you know, if you have channels, if you want to wash some water down something, if you've got channels running down that thing, it's going to flow easier, isn't it? It's just naturally going to flow down.
Of course it is.
I also, to be honest with you, I actually like the look of it.
Yeah, that was the main reason. And like Biscuit Vape says, I love my FP, but it doesn't. Well, nobody can say it doesn't. You cannot possibly say it doesn't. I'm the only person on the planet that can say it does, because I'm the only person on the planet that tested it with a fucking straight chimney and a knurl chimney. You haven't. These people who say bullshit, well, you didn't fucking try it the way I tried it. So,
Mark, do you think because the distance between the glass and the dome with the knurling in it helps?
Of course, yeah.
Down,
because the distance is so. I mean, it's minute. It's.
Well, if you've got a flat surface, the pressure's going to hold it there, isn't it? Yeah. So I understand now why the knurling.
But to me, though, either way, like you said, you didn't like the wording of what they said. Either way, I think it looked good. It was different.
Yeah.
Whether people, and like you said, if you're the only one who's tested it with a flat chimney to one with an Arlen, you'll know the difference.
Well, exactly. I mean, I just can't say any more than that, can I? It's not something I've made up. It's not.
Well, you know, on the top as well. What about the F and the P down at the bottom? Was that down to you, or was that them? Or
So again, that was all personal preference. Some people didn't like it. Well, the F's on the top and the P's on the bottom were primarily used for knurling. Instead of just having a generic knurling pattern, I put the F's and P's on. I never chose the logo. They didn't agree. So my logo was going to be the outline of a pig with a fancy FP inside. But they said absolutely not. We're not having a pig on it. I don't know what they've got against pigs, but they actually chose the logo at the last. It was literally the last week or week and a half they put the logo on.
I also like the one where it was a different colour inside.
Yeah, see, I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah, I did. I liked it.
I preferred it blacked out.
See, the one thing that I think about is there's not, for me, there's not an issue with it. There's not. One of the things that I was going to bring up on the last show that run I didn't get a chance was around designers, because you see so many things that come out that you think that they must pay these people thousands and thousands of pounds to design these products, and they have the most ridiculous, stupid fucking things on it. It's like I know I said I like it, and I do like it, but the top fill on that, you got like a millimetre in the top.
It's ridiculous. I know, that's really one of my fucking pet hates on any RTA, when the filling ports are so small like that, it just irritates the shit out of me. There's no reason to have them that fucking small.
No, it's such simple stuff, and they pay these people all this money. Why do they bring shit stuff out, shit designs out?
Yeah, and ultimately, not many people can deny that the tank vapes fucking really well. No one can. You know, if you're a vapor and you're into RTAs, then you're going to enjoy the vape from it. It's just simple.
Absolutely fantastic fibre, really is.
So
I
good,
was
I've
actually,
got to.
hey,
It's so good, I've got to.
I was about to say that. How's the United score going?
Still 1-0.
Still 1-0. So, have you seen anything that's caught your eye at all, Mark? Anything new that's about that's...
Do you know what? Nothing much catches me eye anymore, mate. You know, and it might sound pretentious, but being in the game as long as I have and seeing the stuff that I've passed through my hands, it's very seldom I get excited about anything anymore.
Do you feel it's all dried up a little bit from China?
It has dried. Ever since, it's weird because ever since the Chinese New Year, it's been like dead as fuck, man. Dead as fuck. Like, you know, we've not had a lot of new releases. Reviewers have not been getting a lot of stuff, and it's like, I don't know, it's like something major happened in China, whether it's due to, you know, manufacturers closing down or whatever, but it's just been really fucking quiet. The one thing I do want to get my hands on, which I fucking love the look of, is a Minikin V2 Kodama. Love one of them.
I've not actually seen that.
Yeah, but no, nothing takes me eye anymore.
Are you looking forward to getting the Felp?
The Felp.
Kelpie.
Kelp.
Kelpie.
The Felching. The Kelpie. I am looking forward to it, yeah.
Where did the name come from? Do you know?
It's some kind of fucking Scottish mythical creature, I think.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Mark was on about it on his show last night. I think I haven't watched all of it yet, but there's something to do with statues or something. There was.
Yeah, I'm sure it's something to do with some Scottish mythical.
Is it a mythical sea creature or something?
Some shit like that, yeah.
Gonna have to go and Google it now.
See, I look like a mermaid now with this. Not had there for so fucking long.
It's a better name than the foot pig. Let's have it right.
Kelpie or water kelpie is the Scots name given to a shape-shifting water spirit inhabiting the lochs and pools of Scotland. This has usually been described as appearing as a horse, but able to adopt human form. A bit like you, Salford.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it purely because it's Vic's tank, and I've seen what he's gone through getting everything he wanted. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it in that aspect. But
well, it must have been at least over a year that he's been.
Oh yeah, he's had designs and shit floating around his head and for a long time, but a lot of companies won't give him like 100% of what he wanted. And you know, Vic is such a fussy twat.
Well, I've got one on pre-order, so...
Chris from Empire says, does that mean if Vic goes swimming at Expo, it'll turn into some mythical creature? If he fucking dresses up like Michael Jackson again, he probably will do.
Michael Twatson, fuck me. You know he's going to wear that fucking hat again. He said he's not wearing the suit again, though.
He's not wearing the suit. That was just amazing. Because I thought we were going to Expo, and then all of a sudden I thought, God, we've got a christening to go to.
Fuck you, died, Vic.
We had such a damn good giggle on that, though.
I'm really looking forward to this year's Expo. Really looking forward to it, because this will be the second one that I've been to this year. So
yeah, I think this is going to be the biggest one yet, to be fair, because a lot of people who haven't stayed at the Premier Inn before, like reviewers and stuff, have booked at the Premier Inn this time. So there's going to be so many of us. It
was just for me. So last October was the first one that I've been to. and it was just such a nice atmosphere. Everybody was so, apart from the only thing that pissed me off with it was all the CBD stuff when you were walking around. Just, do you want to try some CBD? Do you want to try some CBD? No, I don't want to try any CBD. But apart from that, everything was just, everybody was so nice. It was just, it was brilliant. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, even the whole CBD thing doesn't irritate me as much as it used to, because there's a market for it, isn't there? Is it necessary to have that much? Probably not, but...
I think it was just a case of, do you want to try some CBD? No. Well, you come in to try some anyway. But it was just, I don't know, you were trying to walk around and look at stuff, and it was just like everything was CBD. It was just one thing after. And there was one stand that I went to, I can't remember, I'm sure it's somewhere near where the Watofo stand was. But they had like all these little, I don't know, like little pods or something like that all lined up. But they weren't putting like disposable drip tips on or anything like that. They were just giving them to everybody to try one after another without fucking swapping anything over or anything like that.
I always have one myself. I take a load from everywhere else and keep.
Yeah, just they have a box full. I'll just grab an handful and put them in the pocket.
Yeah. Pocketfuls of them.
It's like a change after, when you've been out on piss.
Yeah.
You've been paying with notes all night, and then you come home with about 80 £1 coins in your pocket.
Yeah, 500 drip tips all over the fucking.
Yeah, you come back from like, where they come from?
I found a really good trick though. Don't make eye contact with anyone. Anyone you don't fucking want speaking to you, just don't make eye contact with them. And if they come up to you, just pretend like you're deaf. Just keep walking.
Now, me and Orion's braces, we went round and we spoke to somebody on the Sibida sort of side of it, and it was just where we were sat. You went down this little hallway. Did you try that stuff? I come back and told you about it.
Oh no, I didn't know.
Oh man, we had a little bit of a try of it, and I thought, is it me? And it actually tasted like what it should, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And next minute I know, my head's gone a bit fluffy, and then I've walked away with Orion's braces, and I'm giggling like Orion. I've got giggles. That surely couldn't have been just CBD.
No, I think at the last expo, Chris Empire, he tried some as well, and he was like he was floating on a fucking cloud.
It's like £30 a pen.
Yeah.
So I have absolutely nothing against it, nothing at all. It's this one thing. I don't know. It's just not for me. It was just the aggressiveness of the people that seem to be selling it. All the majority of the juice manufacturers are all right. It was just and I just realised what I've kept saying as well. The Sibida manufacturers.
Don't worry. I'm sure they won't. I'm not reviewing it. Yeah. It's just like Jules, Mama Vape said, Steve and that. We come back and we were like, whoa. Oh man. Do you know what? I went through 3 packets of hobnobs.
Someone just said the price they're charging for it is ridiculous, but that's like, if you've been vaping like 3 years plus, you remember the price of premium juice back in the day. That was like fucking scandalous, mate. Yeah. You'd pay like 18 quid for a 30 mil, which people are fucking laughing at you now, but that's what we used to pay for premium fucking e-liquid, 18 to 20 pound for a 30 mil. So it'll come down in price in time, won't it?
Yeah, Empire saying that was just not Sibida. I don't care what to say. That was
he was fucked. He said, I've only had fucking like 2 or 3 pulls on it, and he said, I feel like I'm fucking floating.
I tell you what, somebody like maybe I don't know if Salford touches all that, but maybe somebody like him for pain and stuff. But they had it for if you needed to wake up in the morning. If you was down on your mood, they had it for pain. Then they had it for sexual, like, what's that word?
Yeah, Stevie Dilligaff just said he was walking around with a lob on after trying. I bet Jules had a good night, Stevie.
The only Viagra Vape about.
Can you imagine it tapping on his head, going, "Thank you very much, Lee."
Thank you much, Lee. Now go and wipe yourself off, Stevie.
Yeah, on the curve. Whip it in, whip it out. You're fine.
Wasn't there something last year? Was it somebody not an expert, but just in general, that somebody put in Viagra or vaping Viagra? There was a company, wasn't there, that was selling.
Yeah, that's Viagra. What one of these CBD ones were. It was like a sex one to give you wood.
Virile. That's what the word I was looking for.
Virile.
That's the last thing. Vic, try that.
Why? So why would you try that at an expo with 50,000 people walking around like? No, can I say something? Try it later.
Always cancel the clap women.
Yeah, and all them women as well with hardly out on.
Yeah, you've got pole dancers next to the fucking booth. Like, come on.
Brings up to a new meaning of review of fidget spinner. Spin you like one of them things you used to get out of a cracker.
Oh, the old spinning top.
What have you got in your pocket? It's a dreamer.
Were you vaping that stuff before you were trying to do the building, the press bit last year? Was that what you?
Probably.
Yeah.
It was
that was
it was a rather pressured build.
You were fuck off pressured. That fucking took you about 45 minutes.
It wasn't that long.
Dude, come on. I run out of battery on my camcorder.
It was the nudge, RDA.
Fucking nudge out, yeah. Like,
Yeah, but I'm sat there on my lap trying to do it, but the coils just need to be like in a certain angle, and I didn't have my toilet cool. My coily tool. I didn't have that.
That's what I'm thinking about. That's a bit of.
dude, the best thing about last export and the fucking highlight for me, without a shadow of a doubt, was you and your twin.
Oh, I don't even look anything like
You and your honest to God, you were like separated at birth. You even had the same shaped beard.
Yeah, but he's got more receding hair. It goes back right here, and then he had fluffy hair, and I had spiked hair.
Well,
And I'm way better looking than him.
Listen, if I squinted, you both look like you got spiky hair and the same fucking beard and the same shaped face and the same belly.
Well, he's coming as well. I forgot what his name is. What's his name?
I can't remember.
Nice bloke as well. Really nice.
Yeah,
Not
it was a
as
nice
funny as me.
fella.
So while we're talking about Expo, then, Mr. Vaping Person, you must be the veteran of Expos, aren't you?
No, I've only been to 3.
Have you?
This will be my 4th.
Yeah, Mark had a bad experience on his first one.
We need to persuade Salford to come on.
Yeah, they swiped your stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, nicked him up, didn't they?
Swiped my stuff and I got absolutely fucking mullet. Yeah, that was my first Expo experience.
The second one you got even mullider.
Oh, was it my second one when I got?
Oh, that was just hilarious. He were carrying on drinking, never even ate.
I don't think, still to this day, before or after, I've ever drank as much as that fucking evening. Ever.
Oh, you were just hilarious as well outside. Because that's the wonderful thing about May, is you can all stay outside, even if it is a little bit chilly.
Yeah, the October one's freezing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, but the May one, if we get lucky and get a fucking bit of sunshine, like 20, 25 degrees, it's fucking brilliant, mate. Sit outside, get the beer outside, order some kebabs, pizzas. Brilliant.
And you're all looked after as well, because they're in chat as well. You've got Vaping Bunny, you've got Gail, Mama Vapes. Everybody looks after you. You've got like the mums of you all who make sure everything's all right and you're looked after. It's just absolutely fantastic. And the lads obviously would come over from America. You had Nick, Daily Vapes TV, and you also had Stan was there as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, lovely bloke, Stan.
You had Jay. Everybody went and got beer, and it was just brilliant. Me and Mark were still drinking at 5 in the morning. Going, I love you, bro. I love you, bro.
Who was the 2 blokes that we were sat with? There was me, you, and Mark. I think you were taking the piss. The bloke that reckoned he was there to meet a blind date, wasn't he? In the bar in the night. Have you forgotten that already? He says, I'm here to meet a woman that he met online.
Oh, yeah, we were all sat round, weren't we?
Jesus,
Oh, that was so funny. There were 2 lads. I think they actually worked at the Vape Expo. I think they actually worked there. And they met him on Instagram.
Good grief.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was funny, that.
Hilarious. He was just ripping the piss out of him completely.
Aidan rips the piss out of everyone. Like, nobody is fucking safe when he's had a few fucking JDs or beers. No one's safe, mate. Trust me.
Hey mate, I learnt it from you. You're the best one. I could tell some stuff. I've giggled so much. Even just stood next to you, just a little bit away, just listening to you. Especially when you're absolutely hammered. You're worse than me because you're ruthless.
I'm rude, mate. That's the thing. The thing is, mate, I have no fucking boundaries. So what I find hilarious, other people get like super offended at.
Yeah, they don't let it just go over the top and then try and come back with something they just like sort of really think it works. Yeah. I've sat there and I've giggled so much. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
I don't get offended, but I'm absolutely shit at coming back with anything. I have to think. Somebody comes at something with me, I have to sit and think about it for 5 minutes before I've got a response, and by that minute, the moment's gone.
Oh, no. I'm pretty quick, me, even after a bevy.
Yeah,
you must think a lot then, because you're always coming at me before I've even opened my fucking mouth.
Yeah, but that's easy, Salford.
I know.
Look how you fucking dressed. That's like child's play, mate.
You do me, so I don't care.
I would.
It's child something, but I don't know if it's play. It's like one of them dolls you put outside on fucking Halloween, isn't it?
It's like Pamela Anderson after the fucking herpes is took.
Yeah. Touch that horn. Touch that horn.
Yeah, I nearly got bigger tits as her as well.
Thanks, Andy Summerfield. TVP is an absolute arsehole when he's drunk, so if you're easily offended, don't see TVP drunk. I'll go with that.
Well, it's got to that time, people. It is 9 o'clock. It's time for that one thing that we need to... He's dressed up already, so I don't know why I'm doing it. But we'll stick it on.
Oh, it's Sulphur's quote of the week.
Vapor.
Brother, what is your words of wisdom this week?
I've only got one. Because I actually forgot. And it's just, the grass is only greener where you water it. And that is it.
Well, there you go. That is Salford's word of wisdom of the week. I'd like to say a big thank you to TVP. I know you're going to watch that second half. Lovely. It's the Suns in 1-0. Thank you so much for coming on, brother.
It's a pleasure,
I can't wait to
pleasure.
see you at Expo. It's going to be a damn good giggle. I'd like to say thank you very much to all the other, I wouldn't say reviewers then, co-hosts. We'll take it over to the wonderful Salford Vapor. Say your goodbyes, brother.
Well, obviously, thank you to all you guys in chat. This, without you, we have no show. Big thank you to Mark TVP for being on the show this week. To Simon, even though he's not bullied me so much this week, and I'm feeling left out. As you can see, I was being quiet because I wasn't being bullied. And of course, to yo, little bro. Thank you very much, Aidan. And good night, guys.
Over to the wonderful Captain Coyley.
Yeah, thank you to everybody in chat. We always say it wouldn't be a show without everybody in chat. I've been particularly useless tonight. Starstruck with the Mr. TVP on, who is the... No, I am, honestly. You are. I met you, obviously, the first time at Expo last year, and he's really, really nice guy. He's really good to meet you. So, always fantastic having you on the show. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you to Salford. I've left you alone. I've been quiet tonight.
I felt left out and lonely, and you've made me upset tonight.
Sorry, I'll get in practice for next week. Yeah.
Put all the dogs in for a treat.
Losing me hair.
It's coming out already.
Yeah. I'll be back to normal in 5 minutes.
And thank you, obviously, to the wonderful Mr. Aiden for looking after the show as usual. Thank you very much indeed, and thank you, obviously, to all the spanners as well who've looked after chat. Very much appreciated.
Over to the wonderful TVP.
Yeah, thanks guys for having me on. Pleasure, absolute fucking pleasure. Even though the football was on, you guys were still my priority.
Thanks, brother.
I did think about cancelling, I'm not going to lie, but I couldn't do that to you guys. No, but thank you, thanks Aidan, thanks Simon, and thank you David. What shall I call you, Davina? I thought, what are you?
Tell me whatever you want.
What are you? You're going to go to bed and finger yourself, aren't you?
You're only 30 miles away.
No, thanks boys, and I'll come on any time. It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Big shout out to all the spanners. You look after us so much. Thank you to all of you in chat. You are a bunch of stars. We are nothing without you. Big shout out to wonderful TVP. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it, and I can't wait to Expo. Big love to both of my co-hosts who are absolutely fantastic. Simon, a brother to another mother, and the wonderful Salford Vapor. We are going to be back. Same channel, same bat time. Catch us next week, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Thank you very much. We'll play the outro and good night. Piss flaps.
Dirty burger.